Righto, guys. I don't know what's going on with this phone thing. Let's see if you can find me, hey? Righto, surely something's going to happen in a second. I couldn't get it to work with the other thumbnail, so I hope you guys have found me now. It's not looking good. I do have my little buddy with me today. Young Mia.
Hi, I got my paper bag fine.
Yeah, talk normally, please. All right, guys, so me and young Mia. G'day, guys. I'm not sure what happened. Right. I'm not sure what happened with that last thumbnail. I couldn't get it to work properly. It wouldn't come up. Can you stop with that, please? So me and young Mia have been cruising in the truck today, haven't we, buddy?
Yeah, I did pick up this red bike and a black bike, and there was still one.
There was bikes today at Super Cheap, and she got to ride it around Super Cheap.
I need to take it down home.
Yeah, we'll work it out. We'll talk to Santa. We will talk to Santa and see how we go. Anyway, all right, guys, down to the main event. Sadly, hang on. Hey, Red, I missed this one. Sadly, I got 5 hours left of my 10 years. Okay. All right. So this is where we're up to, guys. Bedford had a bit of progress today. We'll grab some of this crap out from here. Okay, so we have a brake system now on the Bedford. Okay, so the booster's on. This is out of a Lancer, because it gives us disc brake front and it gives us drum brake rear. So yeah, that's going to work. And when I moved the motor back so that we could clear everything that had to be the cross member, I was worried the tail shaft wasn't going to fit, but the tail shaft now fits. And the bonnet's on, as you can see, which gives us clearance to that brakes. So this thing, the Bedford, is actually coming along really well, guys. I'll read a couple of questions. Hello, everyone. I won't read through all the names at this point. Oh, okay, no worries, Kai. G'day, Marie, how are you? Love to see you all drop. I did I, at the start of it? They demonetize you as soon as I do it. Bugger. Oh, well, anyway. How's it going? Looks like you've been getting a bit of work done on the bike. Yes, I have. I'll show you the bike in just a second. The Bedford's coming along really well, which is awesome. Okay, so the bike. Pretty excited about the bike. She's pretty good. So the bars are on, as you can see, and I'm happy with how they've come up. I've ordered, see how they flop around? You can buy shims that go from 22 mil to 25 mil, because see it flops around on that as well. Okay, I haven't bought the end caps yet for here, because you put the threaded expandable nut in there and you put an end cap on. And believe it or not, those weighted end caps, the weighted end caps actually do make a difference to the way the bike handles. When you take them off, or if you've only got one, you can get the wobbles up. But with those weighted end caps, it actually makes a big difference. Right. So that's the bars. I was going to change the headlight, but to be honest, guys, I'm not really hating the headlight. What do you guys reckon? I'm not against it, to be honest. It's not too bad. All right. So I went home and got me stands, so the bike's sort of up in the air. Now the pipes, I'm not hating those pipes as much anymore either. I quite like them now that the bike is going to be a lot lower. We're going to take off this other heat shroud here, and I've ordered some black heat wrap. Okay, yeah, so then the pipes will sit something like that. Yeah, I agree, Luke. I don't mind it. The headlight looks all right, doesn't it? It works. I don't mind it. I think I'd just be spending money for the sake of spending money, and sometimes the factory stuff actually isn't too bad. Like this bike is sort of, it's not something I would have bought myself, but it's yeah, it's worked out quite well being what it is. I quite like it. So what I've done now at the back, jump up the top, buddy. You can jump on or what? Yeah. Who used to do this when they were a kid in their dad's shed? Ready? Jump on. You all right? Here, I'll stand here so you can hold on to me. You ready? Yeah. You ready? Yeah. Woo! You got to ride the jack, don't you, guys? You got to ride the jack. Yeah.
Do it again, Poppy.
Do it again, Poppy. Come on, mate. Need to do a speedboat. I have a boat to buy very soon. It's got a slant 6 in it. I've just got to put the money together, guys. It's what it always comes down to. Almost fell over, didn't you? My little girl is watching and said hi to Mia from Charm. There's a little girl watching Mia. Her name's Charm. You going to say hello to Charm?
Hi, Chum. I named Kim Mom.
Mia.
I named Kim Mom.
Anyway, all right,
I
back.
named Kim Mom.
Back to the main event, guys. All right, yeah, so I lost where I was at. But yeah, heat wrap for the pipes. I reckon they're going to work out all right. Now, the shocks that were on this bike, which are these ones, okay, they're 305 mil long. And I've worked out, this isn't how low it's going to sit. This is the boys needed the jack, and they actually took the jack out from underneath. So what I'm going to do, yeah, the Monaro will probably come first, but in amongst, have a look at the breakouts, headlights. I don't know if it's worth spending the money. That one's not that bad. Well, raising the money for the, what's it called, the Monaro, the money will turn up for that boat because he's been very patient with me so far. Yeah, I blew a tyre on the truck before, just before, so I'll be driving that little Echo home tonight. She's a beast. But yeah, all right, once more, mate, and we're going to get stuck into this. So.
I need to bigger. Stop.
You ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
I need to bigger enough.
Okay, well, I need the jack after this anyway. G'day, Joel. How are you? All right, you ready?
Yeah. Go bigger.
No, not going bigger. Ready? Ooh.
I go fast.
Yeah, awesome. All right, let's get this bike jacked up, guys. Jump off, please. I need the jack now.
Okay.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, so we'll get this jacked up. I'll show you where it's going to actually sit, and then we'll start pulling apart the seats, the rear guard, and and see where we're going to cut it and what we're going to do with it. I wouldn't mind putting like a 205 or a 210 rear tyre on it, but we'll have to see what's going to fit, guys. So, yeah. Can't get through from this side either. I'm going to put you guys onto the camera stand, and we'll see what we can do. So put you guys here. Things are good, Daniel. Cruising along, trying to get some bike stuff done. Oh, today I scored this car. It's a two-door Astra, so 2002 model Astra silver, and it's got red. It's not here. It's at home. We played with it today. It had no keys. Got red leather interior. Had major issues because the convertible ECUs are different to the normal ECUs. To try and get the keys, Savannah wants it pretty bad. So we're trying to fix it, but trying to find the right keys and convertible stuff is completely different. It's a manual. It's a beautiful car. I like my Astras. Astras are where it all started for me. When you buy and sell cars, yes, you really should pick one or two models and then stick to those one or two models, because occasionally you buy a car and you think it's good and it's not. So it can get set aside as a parts rig. And yeah, but I sort of done Astras back in the day, and they were just the go-to car for me. So getting this little Astra and Savannah wanting it's pretty good. So yeah, all right, let's get that trained on the bike like that. She looks good now, eh? It's not something I would have bought, you know, not something I would have looked for and bought, but I reckon it's going to come up pretty cool, right? Yeah. I had the jack under there. I hope it's going to go back under now. The boys shouldn't have taken it out, but anyway. They do have to work around me playing games, I suppose, don't they? No, I'll have to get one of the small jacks now, because I don't think that's going to go under. Unless I lift that up. Like that. Jam that in underneath there. What are you on about, mate? It just made my life so hard. They've just made my life so hard by taking that jack out. When they've got two of them there to lift it up, it makes it easy, but don't even start on me, mate. I have to get a jack out of the truck. Won't be a second. Mia, carry this for me. Pick that up and bring it in, please. All right, guys, we got a jack. Put a shock on 10 lift. All right, here we go. I'll read some comments while young Mia brings that in. Exhaust heat wrap will actually keep 2 men, save money, keep the pipes looking cool. I sort of, Astras look better than a French pug. That angle of the bike looks mad. The front is up a fair bit because of, it's on that stand. But yeah, it's got to go up a lot at the back. But I think we'll have to, I think we're going to have to, I'll have to make up, because I want to have suspension travel. When I modify the rear guard, hopefully we'll be able to drop it down and make something so it still sort of sits and looks right. Yeah, and I'll put you in the stand, guys. This this live streaming building stuff, I see why other people don't do it, I can tell you that. All right, let's have a look. Watch out, mate. I'll do that. Thank you very much, mate. You've done well. You do look fun. There we go. All right, we're all set now, guys. Beautiful. That's in the wrong way, man. Nice drive up, mate. Got to have a try, don't you? Yeah? Alright. Now I can find shocks to go on this, and they're about, for a pair, it's about $100 for a pair, which is pretty cheap. Like compared to buying car parts, it's pretty good. So the finished height will be around about there because the 280 shocks, okay, that's the finished height probably. 280 shocks, centre to centre. A bit higher than that actually. Will be more than that. Right, 280 shocks will run around about there. Okay, so Mia, can you not make a mess, please? Stop it. Okay, let's have a look, guys. So that's more of where it's going to sit. It's not as low as that was before. Okay, what do you guys reckon? Low enough?
Yes.
Bigger front wheel would be nice, but how much money do you spend on it? You know what I mean? I'm trying to, yeah, good on your toss pot. Yeah, parts are cheaper, and it's also doing up a bike. China and eBay helps. No, that's it, eh? Because the parts are pretty cheap, eh? So yeah, but that's sort of the angle it's going to sit on. Oh, Jack, do you want to see how high it looks, what it was now? So what I'll do is I'll put you back into this. Whoops! I'll put you back into the camera holder like that, and I'll jack it up now to where it was. Okay. So, watch your head, mate. Believe it or not, but it was even higher than that. Oh, that's about it there. That's pretty much where it was at. So, you can see there how high it was. Jump out of the way so they can see the bike, mate, please. Yeah, so that's hugely high, eh? What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Makes a big difference.
Yep.
All right, you still didn't move out of the way. Yeah, so I'll drop that back down and then we'll start trying to pull apart this rear guard, guys, and see how we can modify the rear guard to make it look right. What do you reckon?
Yeah. I can lead up.
Oh, don't worry about it, mate. It's all good. You get them all the time. You just got to ignore them and we'll just keep cruising doing what we're doing. I'm not real worried about it, to be honest. There's enough blokes on here that are good, that we don't need to worry about them. Don't give them the time of day. So, no doubt owns a Harley or something, can't handle any other brand of bike existing. to be honest, this isn't even about what brand it is. It's just simply
Good why?
just a bike. Like being able to play with something to modify it to, you know. Is this still a bit high? I'd like to get shocks at 260, but you just can't get them. They're just not around. So to carry the weight needs to be carried. So yeah, well, we'll pull this back guard off now, somehow, work out how it all comes apart, and then see what's underneath here, and then work it out from there. I did buy this tail light,
Yeah.
That sits at the back, and that lights up, and the indicators are actually in it to hold the number plate. But I'm not sure whether we're going to use that or not yet, but it's only 20 bucks. This bike stuff is so cheap that you can just sort of buy whatever you want, and it's pretty cheap. I do have to now find that key. At least said he put it over in the box, so we'll have a look. So what do you guys reckon?
Yeah.
Maybe he owns a scooter. I wouldn't worry about it. His mum probably he's probably allowed to have 15 minutes internet today. His mum's got him down in the basement. It's all good. It's not worth worrying about. Haisung, there we go. We're playing motorbikes, dude, Matthew. So yeah, just set the height, work that out. Show the boys the Bedford, the progress that we've been making there today. Old JD is an awesome bloke that works for me, and he actually got a fair bit of that done today for me, which was great. Yeah, and fun on two. That's it. Any bike will do. Did you ride your? Yeah, I took it around the block. I didn't do too much. How's the Monaro fun going? Yeah, I've still raised nothing, so it's been paying bills. I'll get there. I've sort of set March as a deadline, and a lot of the stuff that's going to pay for the yeah, Mia's here somewhere. Where are you, Wayna? Mia. She's just there somewhere. She's doing her thing, and you're outside, are you? She's just out there. She's here today, but yeah. A lot of the fund for the Monaro is coming from cars like this one that still need work. Like once this thing runs and drives, if you can get in this, even though it's not painted, but it starts, it goes into gear, you drive along, use the brakes, it's a lot easier to sell than when you say to someone, oh yeah mate, you just need to do this, and this. So we just got to get them done. It'll be right. I'll give myself till March, so sort of 3 months, a bit over 3 months to do it. Christmas doesn't count. And yeah, it'll happen. It's got to happen. I'm keen as. But yeah, I got myself an Astra today, which is good. I'm pretty happy with that little thing. So it'll something to play with in the meantime. Little convertible Astra. Yeah, Jake, I've got a, what have we got, mate? I've got a Honda NX650 here. I want to make something out of. Cool. Post up some pictures, man, onto the parts finder page. Give us a look at the bike. Once I finish this bike, I'll show. I've got this other one out the front here that I'm going to do soon. We've had a bit of a tidy up at the yard, as you can see. Got rid of a lot of stuff, and if anyone wants a cheap patrol, that thing there's going again. That'll be going out the door very, very soon. We're not going to finish it. We're just going to sell it cheap, and it can go. Got this thing here. I don't even know what it is. I think it's a Suzuki something. Big 4-cylinder thing. Shaft drive. That's going to be pretty cool. Someone's already sort of started to play with it a little bit. But yeah, I'll get that. That does run, but it's been played with. But I don't know. I've been enjoying doing the bike thing, so I'll play with it a bit more. We'll get this thing apart tonight and see what we can do. See, that's pretty much the height it's going to sit. Obviously, the front's up in the air a little bit, but it'll get there. We've just got to get that guard at the back sitting better. Don't you reckon? The bars sort of work. If we lower the seat, like if I pull the seat apart and shave the foam, that'll make a big difference as well. We're just got to see what EFI stuff's under the seat, because I have been told there's a lot of electrics sitting under the seat, so we'll see where we end up. I'll build a 250 Lambs bobber. Cool. 20-inch front wheel. 21-inch front wheels do make a, hey Paul, do make a huge difference, to the look of a bike. But yeah, Yeah, Letho likes bikes. We grew up playing with bikes together. But we, hey Clinton, how are you, buddy? All right, I'm gonna put you guys here for a second while I get that undone a bit up there. Yeah, me and Leith grew up playing bikes. We had XL 250s and XRs back in the day. He had a DSA that we used to ride around everywhere. It was pretty good. We learned a lot of mechanical stuff on those bikes back in the day. Bloody XL 250s. I was a pro at helicoiling threads back in the day because of them. They always stripped the rocker cover threads and stuff. But yeah, it was always fun times. So, you're alright, buddy. Undo that and that, and those there, that guard will come off.
Here's Poppy.
Yeah, don't play with it, please, because you'll end up dropping it on me. Alright. Yeah, motorbikes were a staple day in, day out for us. We'd ride them everywhere, get into trouble. But, yeah, where I come from in Grovedale, before all the shopping centre and stuff. Mr. Jack, thank you very much, dude. Wouldn't be alive if I didn't, mate. I appreciate it, Mr. Jack. I really do. It does, makes it worthwhile. What do you think of classic lead sleds? I'd love like a lead sled, like one of the 50s. What are they? The lot like that Jag that I showed you, that he done that modification on. Okay, I'll check that out, man, once we finish the live stream. Jake, I'm keen to have a look, man. What sort of ideas have you got for it? Slightly off topic, you heard of the VN Commodore with the Opal 4. The VN with the Opal 4, they didn't get released in this country though, did they? Have them in New Zealand, but haven't found one. We used to have the Opal 4s come out in VH Commodores. They were a terrible thing. They used more fuel than what a V8 used. They were that bad. But yeah, I've never seen a 4-cylinder building a bike live on YouTube. Well, I don't want to edit. Like I'd rather struggle a bit with the camera now, guys, and just poke along with you and have a chat than sit home for 4 hours and bloody the Hovercraft. It's full of water because it rained here today. We'll go out and have a look at it in a second. I've got a lot of fiberglassing to do on that. So, yeah. Hey, rear-wheel drive master, how are you? Yeah, the Hovercraft's out there. It does run now. We have to get fiberglassing done and get started on the do some fiberglassing and work out what we're going to do with the skirts, but we're just, as you know, cruising along. Use some wrap and make it faster. That's it, eh? You add a lot of horsepower with wraps, don't you, these days? They seem to be the go for the Hitler youth. All right, couple of 10mm spanner. See if I can't find a ratchet spanner, that'll be a bit easier in there. Looks like we have picked ourselves up a pest tonight, guys. No, well, that's how it goes, isn't it? I wish they were here to say it to me, but anyway. All right. Hey, Roman, how are you, dude? My brother had a 4-cylinder VH, then whipped it out and put a 253 in it. The problem is when you put the 2.5, they were a 4-stud wheel. No, they had Tirana stud pattern from memory, didn't they? Whoa. Those VHs, the 4-cylinder ones, actually had Tirana stud patterns. They had like a smaller wheel size and everything. They must be 12mm. But yeah, I'm looking forward to chopping this back guard and getting it to sit better. But I'm happy with that so far. Like you can see now with the seat off. All right, so now that's come off. If I can get that guard down and then chop the seat, she'll look all right. Yeah, it's starting to get there. Like I'm pretty happy, and those pipes are going to work as well. So, yeah. I don't know. Can you guys see what I'm sort of heading for? Yeah. Yeah, mate, it's hot. It's still probably 35 degrees here, and there's no breeze. It's just hot. It's hot, hot, hot. But, yeah. But it's better to sweat here a bit today, now, than sit at home and edit video. And not only that, it's sort of forcing me to, because I would have normally just gone home and cruised, but by coming and doing this now, it means I'm getting more projects done, committing to being here. Yeah, the Hovercraft's going to be awesome. The Rally T's almost ready to go. I've just got to get those coilovers. So we've got a lot of stuff coming up. It's just getting it done, guys. It's just, you know, what are you doing, young man? Throwing rocks at me truck. And here's me thinking we were friends. Yes, Mia? How many of you guys hang around with 4-year-olds? It's just great. I wish it on everyone. Go to Tamara's. All right. Would you be open to building a V8 trike? I moved a trike for a guy the other day. Had a Volkswagen motor in it. Yes and no. Hey, Jono, what's going on, dude? Yes, I would be open to it. It's not high on the list. This bike's really on the list because, I don't know, it was annoying me sitting there the way it was. And it's very cheap to do, and I wouldn't mind to have a bike this summer. So I want to sort of have this done in the next week or so. I'm not going to worry about paint and all that sort of stuff, I don't think. It'll just be the modifications we do to make it sit, look and sound a bit better, and yeah, give me something to cruise on, you know. I don't mind it. I quite like it. Who would have thought that a Song 650 would be my bike of choice this year? But it, you know, it's those other bikes that I've got, like I've got an XJ550 at home, a chain drive one. It won't be as reliable as this with carbies. This being EFI, this should be really nice. And I'm actually really starting to like it, surprisingly. But what do you do? Those things there are decorative, they do nothing. Okay, so what actually holds that guard on? We'll get these off anyway, and that way we can see what we've sort of, see if I can't sit you guys just there. There we go. Oh, something like that. No, yep, there we go. It's amazing how much easier it is to work with two hands. I'm just removing the side pieces that I actually thought held the guard up, but they were just decorative that ran along the side there, which is good in a way, because if they're not holding the guard up, that gives me a lot more scope to chop things and modify things. That's our top mount for our shocky. That one's in there firm. What actually holds this on? Guys, that's all one piece. Why is it so? Alright, I actually sold my bobber ape hangers, rear lowered, matte black Harley pegs. Lucky I did. Boys in blue gave me a hard time. What did you do to lower that? Hang on, I've got to check on Mia, guys. Hang on. You need to go to the toilet. You only just went to the toilet, remember? Come here. Mia, you've been to every toilet everywhere we've ever gone, haven't you?
Bobby.
What? You do? Everywhere we go. Oh, can I use your toilet, please? You like to go to different toilets, don't you?
Bobby, I can't pick you up.
Oh, come on, bugger.
It's too heavy longer. Come on, live out.
All right. You know where the toilet is, buddy. You go in there and sort it out.
What's that noise?
It's a frog. You go and use the toilet. Call me if you need me, all right? Okay, you call me, no worries. Jake, it was a good trip to Brisbane. I see Jono pass through the other day. She stands out a bit, the formula, doesn't it, Clinton? Love the channel, keep up the good work. Almost 40 at the moment. 40 here. There's 69. The General Lee toolbox. Yeah, I'm wrapped with that, eh? And Leith went and bought the 426 one, the Richard Petty or whatever it is. But yeah. All right, 6-year-old son loves spin and spanners. That's the go. You got to get him into it young. Me is more worried about going to the toilet everywhere we go. What's that? There's no spiders. I'm just searching under here, guys, to see if there's what's actually holding this guard on. It's like it's hanging in limbo. Oh no, there's actually a steel strut, so I'm gonna have to chop all the back of that. I think it's going to be near impossible to get this apart with one hand and playing cameras. So, Hovercraft, I'll show you what's going on there. And I'll pull this apart off camera, I think. And when I come back, be able to show you guys what I'm going to try and achieve. I was hoping to get that apart tonight. And so with the Hovercraft, as you can see, he's got the bottom netting off it. All right. And all the bottom netting was anyone want a barrow? Look at that. There you go. They must have chucked all the pieces out. They were just individual bits that sat on there. But it's very rotten. And in there is where all the air is. Like, the air's there. And that's there. Got to get all clamped back together and fiberglassed. I've just got to get a good run at it and get it done. But over time, hopefully, I'll have Christmas. Yeah. Wouldn't be an Aussie shed. Tell me. A frog in the downpipe. That's it, eh? All right, hang on. It's been a long day with Mia.
My pants.
Okay, sweetie. Guys, I'm going to have to go because Mia needs me, okay? So I'll catch up with you. I'll get this done and we'll do another live soon. So Mia, say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Got to go, guys. See you later.